Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about what did happen with Pedri and his injury that he did cure in that match between Barcelona and Frankfurt. And look, yes, the aftermath, right, about this loss that Barcelona has taken tonight, a couple of hours ago at the Camp Nou, where they lost 2-3, the aftermath, it is that Pedri is going to be out for a specific amount of time. And so before I do get into that video, I do want to explain one thing, and I want to talk about what did happen last night when it comes to this game. And it is going to be about, again, the fans, because it was ridiculous what did happen at the Camp Nou last night. I can't even imagine what was probably going on in the players' heads when they were looking at how many white t-shirts there were in that stadium. Like, they were like, oh, like, we're playing here, we're playing at the Camp Nou, but where are the fans? Where are the Barcelona fans? I thought that we were supposed to be backed within this game. Like, this is a very important match. Are we not supported? Are we not backed? And then we had Joan Laporta, who has also responded after the game. He was saying like things like, we need to see how all of this did unfold. We need to find out how this problem did occur. We do need to be stricter with our rules. We cannot allow this to happen ever again. And then we also do have Xavi Hernández, who has said, I'm very surprised about what did happen. The players are confused. They want some answers. They want to know, why was Frankfurt and all of these fans so present in the Camp Nou? Why did we see very little of the Barcelona fans in this game? And to be very honest, like, I'm also at a point where I have developed an opinion when it comes to these socios, right? These fans, these ticket holders. Just because you are a ticket holder, just because you are a socio in this Barcelona club, it does not necessarily mean that you are a fan. Just because you pay a certain fee every year or every month just to become either a season ticket holder or like a socio, or whether it's like both, right? It does not mean that you are a Barcelona. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that you are a Barcelona fan, because there are people out here in the world, whether it is in USA, Argentina, Brazil, Italy, France, anywhere around the world that are much more of a fan of Barcelona than these people who pay a monthly or yearly fee to be named a certain thing under this club. I don't care if you are a season holder. I don't care if you are a socio. Again, it is just an embarrassment, because the fact that you have all of these things, right? The fact that you have the chance to go to these games, to go support these players, and the fact that you did not even go to go support your players, even though you are a ticket holder and you know that this was a very important match, it is just an embarrassing thing to see. And that is probably the only thing that I do want to say when it comes to this video. Like, I am going to be talking about the Pedri situation, but I just need to get some things off of my chest because of just how embarrassing it was for everybody last night. We need to fix the situation that we are in. Joan Laporta does need to do some analyzing to understand how can we overcome this, how can we prevent this from ever happening again, and then we move forward, right? Sportingly, let's see how we can improve our sporting game. How can we continue to be more efficient on the wings, and just all of these tactical stuff. And so before we go into any of this, I also do want to shout out the OneFootball app. The OneFootball app, it is the best football app that you could find within the App Store. If you do want to follow what's currently going on with your favorite player, your favorite team, if you want to read any tactical articles when it comes to your favorite team and how they played, all of that information is going to be within the OneFootball app. It's a great football app, a very reliable football app, and if you do want to be notified immediately and live on your phone, the OneFootball app is also set up in that way to do so. And if you do want to download the OneFootball app, you can so by scanning the QR code that you do see here on the screen with their camera that's on your phone, or if not, if you do not have a camera, you can also click on the link that will be provided down below. It'll take you straight to the App Store. You can download it, set exactly who you do want to follow and be notified, and then you'll be set and done from there. But now let's get back into the video and talk about Pedri, because Pedri, yes, like I have said in the beginning of this video, he did have to leave in the second half, before the second half even started. And the one player that had to replace Pedri, it was Frankie de Jong. And then we found out about a few moments later that Pedri has encountered a hamstring injury. And it does say here, according to many sources in Spain, that Pedri's absence could be for about 6 to 8 weeks, which does mean that he could be out for the rest of this season. Now, things could change, and things change rapidly, right? Like, we could hear in about 4 or 5 hours, maybe in about 7 hours the next day in Spain when the morning does start, that Pedri is only going to be out for about 2 or 3 weeks. But still, right, this brings up a lot of questions. This does make Xavi have to go to the board and say, okay, how can we fix this? We need to bring this player in. We need to rotate in this way, because within these next 10 days, even if he were to be only out for about 10 days, not even 2 weeks, we have to play a total of 3 games within a span of 10 days. And so our midfield is going to have to be heavily rotated, and they're going to have to deliver. And first, we have to understand, what does Pedri give? Pedri is someone that does give the goals. We're talking about a player that provided 5 goals in this season, and we're also talking about a player that is very, very attentive of what's going on around him. He's very press resistant. He can give that final to second pass within the game. And so there is so much that Pedri does give to this Barcelona squad that, yes, Xavi has to think a lot about how he's going to be handling this midfield, because when it comes to the goals, Frenkie de Jong does have that within him. When it comes to that final pass or final second pass, I do believe that someone like Riqui Puig can be that player to bring those type of things within this Barcelona squad, because Riqui Puig throughout this whole course of the season, same thing like Mingueza, right? He has not been given the chance, and every time he does play, he does score goals. Every time he does play, he is a very direct player, someone who can always give and find a solution and make that final third pass. Now, here's the thing. I do believe that moving forward, with the absence of Pedri, Riqui Puig should be more implemented within this squad, not necessarily start within the starting 11 or in the midfield, because I do believe that the ideal midfield moving forward should be Busquets, Frenkie de Jong, and Xavi, and nobody else, right? We can have Riqui Puig switch in for either Frenkie or Xavi whenever they're tired, and then we can have Nico Gonzalez switching in for Busquets if he is tired in the middle of the game, maybe on the 60th minute, 65th minute, because that is the way I do believe that Xavi Hernández should be managing this midfield moving forward, is having Frenkie play 90% of the minutes, Xavi play 90% of the minutes, and then having Riqui Puig switch in with either of those two players. And I do want to see Nico Gonzalez play as a central defensive midfielder, because what we did see about a few days ago when we saw Nico play alongside with like Pedri or Frenkie, Nico is simply just not a interior. He has shown that time and time again. Yes, he plays solid. Yes, he is okay, but he does play tremendously well and much better when he is in his pivot role. And so with the absence again of Pedri, this is going to be a huge moment for this club and for Xavi Hernández, because what Pedri has been for Barcelona, he has been everything for this club, everything. He has scored goals against Sevilla, against Valencia. He has been a very reliable central midfielder. And so this midfield that we are talking about when it comes to Xavi, Frenkie, Busquets, Puig, Nico Gonzalez, they have to step up and they have to be utilized extremely well. And so if Pedri's season actually ends today, right, this is just what if, maybe again, like I've said, in a couple of hours we could hear Pedri saying that he's going to be returning in about 1 to 2 weeks, maybe play the last 3 games of the season. But if Pedri's season actually ends today, like what these reporters have been saying, I'm going to say here right now, and I'm going to say it like today within this video, I do think that Pedri has been the best player for Barcelona in this season. It has not been Frenkie, it has not been Xavi, it has not been Dembélé, Ferran, Ansu, Aubameyang, Luke de Jong, Jordi Alba, Dest, Araujo, Eric Garcia. It has been Pedri. Pedri has been Barcelona's best player, and by a mile. I do think that out of 10, I would give him a 10 rating. 10 out of 10. That is going to be like my ultimate rating when it comes to Pedri. Pedri has been magical. He has been everything for this Barcelona club, and it's very unfortunate to know that now, knowing that we're going to be seeing Ansu Fati back like very soon, it's unfortunate, right? Because now we're going to be seeing Pedri leave and Ansu Fati return, and many of us are questioning, when are we ever going to be seeing Ansu Fati and Pedri play together? Like literally, we might have to wait until next season to see Ansu and Pedri on the pitch together again. But hopefully Pedri does get well, and he gets well very soon, very fast, and he gets back on the pitch as soon as possible, because man, let me tell you, we are going to be missing him. But that is going to be wrapping up today's Barcelona daily news. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.